Hey everybody, 3KO Games here, back with another round of war here in Empires and Puzzles. We are going in against a French alliance, Les Pipelettes, and this team, Le Danton Masqué. They got Pertinax out front, so I'm bringing strong reds to hopefully get to Armand and reflect Poppet with Guardian Kong. And then with Pertinax, I've got two purples here, my healer, Delarfuller, and Bera, who is pretty weak. But if she can last and get her special up, then Pertinax doesn't get those nasty minions that make you like disappear when you remove them. That can be really annoying. So anyway, going in for hit number 1. Happy Father's Day to everybody who is celebrating out there. Hey to all the dads. Had a good couple ways to make some purples and some reds match. Unfortunately, it was just too many tiles, and Pertinax got a special up, and you'll watch him just take Bera out in one shot. So that didn't help too much. Luckily, I might have taken that red match instead of popping the diamond if I had to do it again. But oh well, here we are. Especially with him going off again. That was a big risk. Okay. Now I have to start chopping these minions away, which also means that it's going to make me go to sleep or disappear for a second, whatever those minions do. Yeah, suddenly I'm ghosted now. But I got some lucky strikes there and actually, took out, what's his face, Armand. Great. And then it was set up for even more, for even more reds over there in the corner. I had the reflect ready to go, so I was able to heal and hit a couple times here with Guardian Kong. He's ghosted, but the other my other reds there are back in action. So I'm just waiting for a little while to get some tiles up to hopefully fire with Domi Ventus and with Dima. Okay, so I'm ready to use Delarfuller to give a little heal, and then hey, there are some red tiles up there in the corner. So even if I get hit by Domi Ventus, I've got the ailment immunity, and now I hit with both Dima and Domi Ventus, who don't give me a double hit, but that's okay. I decided to live a little dangerously there, knowing that Domi Ventus might fire again, but had enough tiles around, and my heroes were pretty well charged up. So hit number 1 was a success. Hit number 2 here, we go in against Rapin, I guess, if you Frenchify it, HMHDC, with Glass Richard out front, who's tricky, and I don't think I played this flag very well. I need Glass Richard to not reflect status ailments, or I need to be protected from that, and I keep forgetting that Anteros won't take the same mindless heal that it gives. So I missed out on the chance to use Anteros both in Glass Richard and in Glass Marjana several times, but somehow was still able to squeak out a pretty good hit here. Opening board, there's a lot of green there. I just was trying to count up tiles. 5, 6, 7, 8. How am I actually going to put 3 matches together here? If I had to do it again, maybe I would have done those red tiles. But actually, this worked out just fine. Too many tiles, and Richard's going to go off, but I'm ready to heal, so not so bad. the greens here with Ma'at, Chikao, and Liana, my greens are evolving because I just finished leveling Glass Liana. I'm not using her glass costume right now, and I'm also have finished Ma'at fairly recently. So for a while, I really only had a couple greens that I would take in. I decided bringing Xandrella in here is not a good choice because the ailment to Richard might just reflect, and I had Anteros instead. Of course, I'm not using her right now. The little lucky shot with Liana was pretty awesome, except Marjana just kept dodging. Trying to find a way to maybe use the mindless heal. I think what I did here, unfortunately, was forget that Maisie's Mega Minion is going to cleanse the mindless heal. So I kept trying to feed tiles into von Rothbart, and so that ended up, you know, putting my healer to sleep, which was really not great at all. Now Liana's asleep. Shoot, she should have resisted it. Cleopatra could have resisted it because she's a cleric or whatever, but she didn't. So here I'm sitting with half my team asleep. My aunt's about to probably go to sleep here too. But Chikao can do something. Yeah, the double hit was pretty nice. And Marjana's just about gone. Yeah, I didn't have the heal. So sad. But this time, anyway, I was able to actually use the mindless heal from Rothbart a little bit. But now I'm just staring at the board trying to find out where I can get some tiles. And really, it's just Anteros who's not asleep at this point. But yay, Liana's not dead after receiving the damage from Rothbart. I don't know what I'm trying to decide here. I mean, she goes after Rothbart or Liana. Now, here's a spot where I was just not very smart. I was concerned about Maisie getting that Mega Minion and coming back and healing. And I was forgetting that if Marjana reflects Anteros, that Anteros would actually not get the ailment because she resists that. So here I'm going to try to silence or give mindless heal to Maisie. I guess I was thinking maybe I needed a heal as well, but I should have used Anteros against Marjana, and I might have actually gotten Hero out. Of course, she's going to dodge again. Super annoying. So that one shot with Anteros might have actually taken Marjana out. In the meantime, she's actually healing more. Super annoying. And I again go for Maisie. I would have had so much big ghosting lane had Marjana been gone. Too bad. And unfortunately, this hit's just going to keep playing itself out like this. Liana's gone. Yeah, right now I could very easily. Oh, I was wondering if that Here's another spot where I shouldn't worry about the heal. I could actually maybe take Marjana out, but I try to silence Maisie, and that's that flag. So, some mistakes made by me on that one, but that's all right. Let's take a look at the third flag here. Went in against the Bernadette tank. There were lots of Bernadettes out there, so I thought I'd take a swing at one. And thank you to my alliance mate, Yos, who talked to me about a Bernadette team I had been using. For a while, Guardian Gazelle was my only counter. And then I got Oniwakamaru, and he's also a good Bernadette counter, so I just put him on the same team. I didn't really think, it's not the best use of the resources because Guardian Gazelle goes off and takes away the taunt. And also, if I'm using Guardian Hippo to help attack, Gazelle's taking away his buff as well. I'm looking at this board right now, just trying to find any way to make some yellows or blues happen. It's an unfriendly board. So anyway, I changed Gazelle out for Vivica, who's a good healer, and would also she might resist the paintings. So yay, now I've Got Li Zhu. I thought Li Zhu might be okay. I might use Anteros in the future, but Li Zhu here can at least give me a couple turns while I'm waiting for those blue tiles. And then I got super lucky with that blue diamond. Yay, Bernadette's gone. Now I've got my blues up. Trying to decide right or left. Decided let's go to the left-hand side because there are lots of yellows there. And if I can get rid of somebody here, I'll have that room to ghost. Lucky strike when Oniwakamaru goes off does not help too much. I guess the extra hit from Hippo is something. And does this end up taking out Beowulf? Oh, so close. Luckily, I still had Taunt up, so the counterattack took him out. That little counterattack has helped me out quite a bit. Did I switch sides? Did I go to the right side? Yeah. So Li Zhu is going to hit. Gets a lucky strike. Pretty nice. And hopefully we can take out that whole side. And another lucky strike over there. So doing some damage against Bramble. It's going to take a while to get the right tiles to take care of Bramble. He's going to heal a few times. But that's all right. Still have the Hippo buff on, so anything I do is also going to hit Bramble a little bit. Now Hippo's buff is gone, but the blues are charged again. Fair amount of lucky shots, which is pretty fun. At least to get, a double hit from Hippo. And if this Li Zhu silence takes, then I can probably just throw those blue tiles in there and unfortunately I didn't have another blue. Oh, why did I do that? I should have done the red match. Yeah, that red match would have given me the blue. Probably would have charged me up before he healed yet again. So we're just kind of waiting here. And Eventually the match is going to be ours, but I gotta I gotta stack up enough tiles to take him out. And it's only Wakamoto, the one that takes him out with a bonus hippo hit. It might be. Yeah, it is 246. Little hit. So, flag number 3 went okay. Let's keep it going here. Flag number 4. Here's a team I've never really put together. Had to switch some troops around, but strong purples to go against their tank. And there's a red flank. I think is it. Yeah, with Hathor brought in blue tiles as well. Domitia can dispel the taunt. More to which, if we get her tiles up, can bypass even the counterattack from Gander if that happens. Lucky to get a bunch of tiles right away. Dark Feather's still up and ready to go. So we're getting the extra shots. I might have done that against the right side first. If I had to do it again, better chance to take out the right side there, especially before what's his face taunt guy. Why can't I think of his name now? Anyway, that's all right. Mordowich is up though, and felt like I had a pretty good shot to take out. I can't think of his name. Even with the taunt, and yes, I did get a lucky strike there, so took out Hathor, and this match is pretty well over. Why was I waiting? I really wanted to get Hippo's hit up. But then I got even more blues. That was just a waste of blues. Could have had Starwalker charged up again. But, oh well. With the Fiend from Gelach, Gander's charging very slowly. So that's alright. As I'm just kind of waiting here to get some yellows or get some purples, and yeah, then the rest of my team is ready to go. Pretty easy win. That's hit number 4, 5, 4, I think, against Papyrus. Hit number 5, kind of a random hodgepodge of heroes. Red and yellow, who I have left. Even though we're going up against what's his name? Shadowfang? White Fang? One of the Fangs. White Fang with a lasting frost. So my saving grace here, it was kind of a mistake, but I think what ends up happening is that he hits June, who withstands it. Yep, or resists it. So yay, that worked. But now everybody's pretty well charged, and I've got June to follow up. Ooh, a double hit from June on Mordowich. Doesn't take her totally out, but pretty close. And now that's awesome. I was worried about sending tiles into Vivica to charge her up. But instead, I've got the attack up, and now I've got Scoria and Shermini. And Scoria may well take some people out, especially once we get that double shot. So that's great. It was dumb of me to use Charmini there. I mean, I guess the damage is nice, but Vivica was just going to heal that away. So, oh well. Luckily, she only hit a couple times, so the insanity wasn't too high on my heroes. I don't know why I didn't just use June there. Instead, I got some more yellow tiles. Lucky that Phoenixa didn't go insane. Removed some insanity from herself and from Scoria as well. And that was a crazy big risk. But Rosanna didn't go off. So I was able to take her out with that combination. And now trying to feed a little bit of mana into Vivica. And that's the end of that hit. We'll do one more. And I think it's against a Fergus tank here. Yeah, so I brought my Insanity team. It's a really big risk in Cloverfield to bring in an Insanity hero. Because if they go off twice, that second time they might just send themselves insane. They might go insane from that shot. Or you'll be at like 100 insanity and for sure will backfire that time. I wasn't too concerned. Fergus hit me twice. Okay, fine. But I had a whole lot of greens and blues on the board. I was hoping I might be able to stack those up even with... That was a very small hit. Even with the the mana ailment from Fergus, had enough tiles out there to hopefully get my heroes up again. Especially now that they have that blind from Head of Furies. Ugh. Another double shot from Fergus, but he missed both times on my heroes with soft skin, which is pretty great. And my soft skin stayed. So that was the key. Atwood fires twice, and because the soft skin doesn't have any insanity on himself, but now Dima, Fergus, and Flamehide are all at 90%. Of course, Dima just fires through anyway, but his second lucky shot does backfire. Flamehide got killed before he could go insane, but insanity hit Fergus. Pretty happy with that. Dima's gone. Now I've got between healing and soft skin, I've got both my insanity heroes with no insanity on them right now, which is pretty great. Now I've got a heal ready, soft skin ready, and some tiles and some Mega Minion. Took out Astrid, super lucky. That could have gone a totally different way. She could have taken out the whole team. Lucky strike here from the healer. And Rosanna's ready to strike. That was enough to take her out. So anyway, everybody, that was the war. We ended up squeaking out a win. Pretty happy about that. And I kind of broke my streak of awful wars. Ended up with 346 overall. Thanks for tuning in.